Hey there. Hope you guys like white spoilers because that's what we're getting today. So we got some pretty cool ones today for you. Before I start, we had an idea for doing spoilers going forward. Um, we did this for the Patreon podcast. We just we went through spoilers and we kind of back and forth talked about stuff. Talked what might be good, what might be bad. Had different opinions. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. So if you guys would maybe like to see that, just have someone else on here, be able to bounce ideas back and forth. Let me know. Let me know if that sounds interesting. Like you guys would be interested in that. But for this one, I'm gonna do going solo again. So let's look at some white stuff. We got Treasure Knight Panda, 3 mana, 5/5. This card gains +1/+1 for each different attribute among all gems you control. You pay 2 whites, choose an ability for each different attribute among all gems you control from Swiftness, Precision, First Strike, Flying, and Pierce. This card gains those abilities until end of turn. So, the thing about this guy, I didn't really like him, right? Because, like, he's not that big. I don't really play pandas, so I don't know how difficult it is to get different types of gems, and like then you're spending gems, so who knows. But so you have 3 mana. He's probably not, he's gonna be at least a 6/6. He'll probably be a 7/7, maybe an 8/8. Like an 8/8 is okay, but there's other 3-cost 8/8s out there. At a 10/10, like he's a beast. Like a 3-cost 10/10 is great, so if you can get up to that, that many gems, it's really good. His 2-cost ability is nice. I don't know if I really like it. So it has choose an ability for each different attribute among all gems you control, from Swiftness, Precision, First Strike, Flying, and Pierce. So I don't think the Swiftness is that good because that means you're playing him on turn 5. Like otherwise you won't get the Swiftness. There's no reason for it. And there's much better pandas you can play turn 5, like Shin Shin and Ray Ray, in my opinion. Precision is good if you need to hit something. First Strike is pretty nice. Flying is really nice, and the Pierce, I don't know, why not just give it Flying and fly over stuff? So ideally though, I mean that's not bad. Giving it a lot of battle skills is okay. Overall though, I just think it's an okay panda. I don't think it's anything crazy or Colin was saying he really likes this card. I don't like pandas, besides a handful of cool ones, but this guy is he's not doing it for me. Next we have White Sacred Beast. He's a 2 mana 6/6. When this card enters the field, target resonated loses all abilities until end of turn. Now I thought this card was pretty just meh. Like it's just not very good. Colin was in love with this card. He's like, this card's gonna be played. But the thing about this card that I dislike is that it only lasts until your turn. So it only lasts until your turn. It doesn't do anything for enter abilities, so automatic abilities. A lot of stuff can just use their abilities in response. Like if you try and stop a mana dork, like they can just add mana to their hand. I'm not a big fan of this for its abilities, just by itself. But the next card it does synergize fairly well with. It's Karmic Retribution. It's a 1-drop chant, 1 mana chant. It has quick cast, which is nice. Choose one. Destroy target resonated with no ability, or destroy target non-magic stone entity you control, then draw a card. So the thing about this is obviously it combos with your deer. So like 3 mana, but if you're comboing with the deer, then you might get 7 wins. So that's really unfortunate. I'm not a big fan of that. And like who's actually playing resonators with no abilities? Like passively, nobody. So it's very difficult to do the first part. Destroy target non-magic stone entity you control, then draw a card. Like I don't really know where that's gonna be applicable. I know there's a couple things with when it goes to the graveyard abilities, like Thunderfishes. I think both the Thunderfish and Mega Thunderfish both have them. There's a couple other stuff. It's just you're killing something to draw a card and use use that ability. I don't think that's that great. it's nice you can like you can steal something, you know, gain control of target resonator from their hand. Like that's okay, but even then, I don't know, not a fan. But it's not terrible. It's okay. I just can't wrap my head around like any good combos with this. Eh. But last we do have Separation of Fates, which I think is really really good. So it's a 1 mana quick cast. Target J/Resonator loses all abilities until end of turn. Draw a card. So the thing I really like about this is that it bricks a lot of like problematic stuff, like in IU, obviously, anything that has imperishable, any resonator that's really difficult. You know, look at the Giga Thunderfish is, you can play this on it and, you know, do a lot of work. Draw a card is excellent, and it does say that you lose all abilities, you can still gain abilities, so that's nice. But the thing like thinking about this like meta wise, I know people are always kind of thinking about that. Like it doesn't really stop Farrer, it's not going to stop Gil because they both have ways to give themselves barrier, and it's not going to stop Lumia because she usually doesn't flip, so you can't stop her ability from, and all her resonators are running enter abilities, which means that when they enter the field, they've already done what they wanted to do. So but yeah, I mean, I like this card. It's really good. It stops a lot of possible threats, a lot of like flyers maybe, just a lot of good stuff it can deal with. But I really am disappointed in this card because one of the J resonators I really liked from the previous spoilers. I think just Friday or Thursday spoilers. No, Friday spoilers. Yeah, I think so. Anyways, the Nyarlathotep. I really thought she was a really interesting J ruler. I thought her her aggro, her ability for aggro was really cool. The fact that she had the swiftness imperishable in first strike and she could like hit stuff and then like keep going after that, and like get damage down was really cool. And if she dies, like it doesn't matter because you can flip her back in for 1 mana, so like you can recur her. This just trashes that like game plan. Like it's a direct counter, not a lot you can do with it because you're probably running red, so your girl's gonna die, and that's just a little disappointing to me. Yeah, but it's a good card. I am disappointed in that, but yeah, this is a good one. Should come in handy with a lot of stuff. Something about going back to Karmic Retribution in Synergy. Like obviously you can play Separation of Fates and then Karmic Retribution and kill something. You can play Bear Magic and Karmic Retribution and kill something, which is something that Mikage would probably love, or anything that really has trouble like dealing with Resonator Destruction. Those are good combos. So Karmic Retribution could definitely be playable. The best part about this Separation of Fates is that it still draws you a card. It's like even at its really low power curve, like it's still really good. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Next spoilers, we're gonna maybe try out if anybody has any feedback for the idea of having someone else on and bouncing ideas back and forth. Might be a little bit more interesting to you guys, and we're probably just gonna try it anyways. But yeah, have a nice day, a nice night wherever you are, and we will talk to you guys later.